Welcome to the Start a Local Small Business Introductory course, where we will take your idea from concept to open for business. This is a 5-part video series where we will walk you through why a local small business might just be right for you. Have you ever thought of opening your own small business in your local community? If so, you aren't alone. Quite a few folks have the same dream and goal. The difference is you're ready to do it. Now let me ask you, are you looking for some additional income? Are you tired of helping someone else build their dream? Are you ready to be your own boss? Don't you think it's about time that you built your own dream? What are you waiting for? Let's do this. It's time you start to chase your own dreams. There has never been a better time than now. So, who are becoming local small business owners? Well, most local small business owners come from a variety of ways. Some come from those wanting to escape the corporate world. Some will be taking over a family business. Some folks are currently doing the job today and want to branch out on their own. And some are just bored with their current job and just want to be their own boss. But no matter what your background, anyone with a passion and a willingness to learn and grow can open their own local small business. But I can hear you now. I don't have enough time. I can't leave my current job. I don't have the money to start. Listen, no excuses. You can start part-time and you can start for less money than you think. But don't worry, my goal is to show you how. After all, isn't it time that you took the next steps towards your dreams? Listen, every community needs folks like you. Our diversity is what makes things great. Don't put your dreams on hold any longer. Let's dive in and see what type of small business you should open. Let's start your plan now. In our next video, we will look at what business you should look at opening. And don't forget to check out the website startalocalsmallbusiness.com for more tools and resources to start your new local small business. Not only do we have this free training course, but we also have a list of over 100 plus local small businesses you can start. Plus, we will have a startup guide to get you going, a success blueprint to map out your opening, and more. And once again, don't forget, watch video 2, where we will dive in deeper. Welcome to video 2 of how to start a local small business. In this video, we will take a look at what business you should open. For some of you, this will be an easy decision. You already have an idea of what small business you will start. Or maybe you just plan on doing what you are already doing now, but this time you will be your own boss. By the way, this is the most common transition for plumbers, electricians, hairstylists, etc. For example, someone working for a landscaper might decide to open up their own business. Now, a word of caution. Make sure you love what you do now. If you hate being outside, for example, then staying a landscaper, even when working for yourself, the passion for this new business will fade quickly and your business will begin to fail. So please make sure you love what you do. For some of you, you still don't have the foggiest idea of what local small business you should open. But don't worry, I'm here to help. I promise, there is something out there that will be a good fit for you. Plus, be creative. There's all kinds of weird, crazy jobs that people have created to make a new business. Let's take a moment to find out what might be your secret passion. Sometimes the passion is there, but we are looking way too hard and we miss it. Just like when your keys are in your hand and you still can't find them. Do you have a hobby that you love? Maybe you are a furniture craftsman and you like to make furniture. Maybe you like fixing computers or setting up TV systems. All of these can be good local small businesses. Maybe you specialize in something. For example, you could have a business that specializes in epoxying, coating garages, or refinishing cabinets. Do you have a passion for something? A lot of folks find they can take a passion and turn it into a local small business. For example, maybe you love doing your nails and you are always doing yours and your friends. That could be a business. Or maybe you are a pet lover. You can be a pet groomer, dog walker, and even a pooper picker upper. Do you have a past experience that you could turn into a business? For example, have you been working in the flooring department at Home Depot and have found a true passion for carpet? Now, I'm not saying going from selling it to installing it, but maybe you could open up a carpet cleaning business. I actually know someone who did that. Are you still lost and have no idea? Well, that's okay too. There are plenty of businesses you can do. Talk to your neighbors and local community. What types of businesses have they not been able to find? Or maybe they keep saying they wish there was someone with great customer service or someone who did X. Just listen. They'll tell you what business they want. Want some ideas to maybe kickstart your thoughts? Head on over to startalocalsmallbusiness.com, and halfway down the page, you will find a link to 100 plus small businesses you can open in your local community. There are tons of businesses out there that anyone can open. The key is to find something that you can see yourself doing each and every day. It is even better if it solves a need in the community. And once you know what to do, the question now becomes, how the heck do I do it? In the next section, we will walk through going from concept to open for business. So in video 3, we will discuss what it takes to get your new business open. And once again, don't forget to check out the website startalocalsmallbusiness.com for more tools and resources to start your new local small business. Not only do we have this free training course, but we also have a list of over 100 plus local small businesses you can start. Plus, we will have the startup guide to get you going, a success blueprint to map out where you're going, and more. Once again, don't forget to watch video 3, where we will dive in deeper to what it takes to get that business open. Welcome to video 3 of how to start a local small business. In this video, we will discuss what it takes to get your new local small business up and running. Now, let's assume you now know what local small business you will be opening. Let's take a look at the parts of getting your new business open. Before you can open for business, you must do a few things. The following items will need to be addressed prior to taking your first client or customer. First and foremost, you must do your research. You will want to research your market and your business. Do some research on those in the community that are currently doing this business. What do they charge? What is their reputation in the community and online? What could they improve? What are they doing right? And what services do they currently provide? Please do not skip this section. It is important that you know what your competition is doing, both good and bad. They are in business because they are doing something right. You want to make sure you do those same things. However, you also want to know what will be your competitive advantage. For example, what are they doing that you could improve on? You will also want to create a business plan, or what I call a success blueprint. People will tell you that you must have a business plan. Unless you are seeking out investors or loans, odds are you don't exactly need a formal business plan. However, you do need a success blueprint. But what is a success blueprint? A success blueprint is where you create a roadmap, if you will, of opening your small business. Now, what is in a success blueprint? Some examples are, you have a lot of ideas roaming in your head. You want to write them down. You need to think through all of your steps. Write them down. You will need to identify products needed and costs. Write them down. What did you discover about your competitors? Write it down. You getting a trend here? Your marketing plan. You get the point. There are so many working parts and you have it all in your head. While most local small businesses will not need a regular business plan, you still want to develop a success blueprint. This is where you will identify the items needed as well as develop your marketing plan, your branding, as well as what you discovered during your research phase. And the key is to, write it down. Now you can create your own success blueprint from scratch, or you can head over to startalocalsmallbusiness.com and pick up a free PowerPoint that I've already pre-built for you to fill in. Your next must-do is to set your business up legally. Creating your company name is only part of the process. Some of the legal stuff you will want to consider. Federal, state, and local requirements. Each city is different, so you will want to include this in your research. You may need a business license, certifications, restrictions on location, etc. So please make sure to check it out. Make sure you check out the Small Business Administration page to view the various state requirements. They have a very handy link there. You will also want to determine if you will run your business as a sole proprietor or an LLC. Please consult with a CPA or attorney as needed. You will also want to look at what licenses, insurance, bonding, and any other certifications you will need. Depending upon the business you choose, you will want to look into what they need in these areas. Most businesses will also require general liability insurance. Shop around and make sure you have adequate coverage. If you have employees, you will also have other insurances like workers' comp. You also must set up your bookkeeping and invoice system. While not the most fun part of owning a small business, it is a very important part. You need an invoicing system. You want to get paid. So you need to set up your bookkeeping system. For example, QuickBooks, or what I recommend for most local small business owners, FreshBooks. Caution: if you plan on having employees, remember, having employees opens up a whole other ball of wax. While we will not go into depth here, we do cover this in more detail in our paid course. Having employees requires a lot more work before you hire that first person. There are additional things to do and to consider. For example, you need to set up payroll, have a hiring plan, have an orientation process, have a training program, a safety plan, a development plan, just to name a few. There's a lot of work to do. And we will continue to put together a lot more resources for you on the people side of the business in the future. But it's very important that you understand this if you are going to hire people for your business. Okay, so this wraps up this video, but in our next one, we will discuss putting together your marketing plan. And don't forget to check out the website, startalocalsmallbusiness.com, for the tools and resources to start your new local small business. Not only do we have this free training course, but we also have a list of over 100 plus local small businesses you can start. Plus, we will have a startup guide to get you going, a success blueprint to map out your opening, and much more. And don't forget, check out video 4, where we will walk through how to let your customers and clients know you are now open for business. Time to open for business. Welcome to video 4 of how to start a local small business. In this video, we will dive in on how you will need to let your community know you are now open for business. You will want to get your message out to the community, so it is important that you think about what your branding will be and how you will communicate that with the local market. Finally, you will want a marketing plan for both pre-launch and ongoing. Branding your business. There are 2 key questions on branding. First, you need to ask what your business will stand for. What do you want people to have come to mind when they think of you and your business? What do you stand for? Great service, on time, quality of work? These are just a few of the things that pop in people's mind. For example, if you were to see this logo or hear me say the word Apple products, what comes to mind? For most folks, it is quality products, quality service, more importantly, raving fans. You will also want to identify how will they recognize you. Create your logo. Remember, less is more. Can they recognize what you do? You will need to order your business cards, and you need to decide if you're going to put anything on your vehicle. Will you use decals or wraps for your vehicle? I found great success when I did both of these. Finally, remember, your brand is more than just your logo. It is how you make them feel when they hear or see your name, just like that Apple example I showed earlier. Don't forget your website. In today's world, your customers or clients will Google for what they are looking for. So the question becomes, will they find you? Set up your basic website with hours, your mission, and what you do. By the way, do not blame not having a website on not having any money. You can get a free website at wordpress.com, so no excuses. While this isn't the best solution, it is a solution. You need something to at least get going. Now, when you're ready to open up the doors, How will you let your community know you are even open? What will your marketing plan be? By the way, don't forget to use the success blueprint you did earlier where you brainstormed a lot of these ideas. There are various ways to market your new business. Will you use social media? You want to get out and network. Get out in the community. Speak to realtors. If your business benefits homeowners, they are always looking for ways to find new referrals for their clients. Place flyers at local businesses that allow it. For example, some Ace Hardwares allow business cards to be posted. I highly recommend Facebook and having a presence in the community rooms. If your community or town is like mine, there are 5 to 10 pages set up where people are always asking for referrals or sharing both good and bad of what service they've had in the past. Talk about great PR to get your business going. The key is to be better than the rest. I have seen businesses take off by doing this one thing for 10 minutes a day and building a strong community presence. By the way, not being Joe the business owner, but by being Joe the good guy in the community who happens to also own a small business. People will refer you because they remember what a great guy or gal you are. Now, even though you are just starting, you want to plan for the future. A great habit you will want to get into right away is tracking your sales and trends. For example, the weather, local events, basically anything that might impact your sales. You will want to create a tracking mechanism for those sales so you can use them to monitor each month and year over year. For example, keep track of what works and what doesn't. Swings in the business, seasonal swings in the business. Special discounts that you ran. What were your hits and misses? Track daily sales, monthly and yearly. Products and services that are sold. What sold great? What were duds? Cost margin of products. Goods sold. You get the idea. Track anything that might mean something in the future. By the way, this is a huge mistake new business owners make. They do not grow year over year because they really have no idea what worked and what didn't work so that they can improve each year. They go off of what they think versus what they know, so therefore they just keep repeating the same year over and over. Now, it's time to wrap this puppy up. So in our final video, we will discuss what your next steps need to be. Once again, don't forget to check out the website startalocalsmallbusiness.com for more tools and resources to start your new local business. Not only do we have the free training course, but we also have a list of over 100 plus local small businesses you can start. Plus, we will have a startup guide to get you going, a success blueprint to map out your opening, and more. Once again, don't forget to watch video 5 where we will discuss the next steps. Time to bring it home. You've made it to video 5. By now, you should have a great idea of what business you want to open and what steps you need to take to get it open. So let me ask you, are you ready to open up for business? Not quite, but you're getting there. It's time now to really do the homework. You must dive in and research all the items we discussed earlier. Study your customers, study your costs, learn what your city, county, and state require, and I can't stress enough how critical your research step is. And don't forget, head over to Start a Local Small Business to get your free startup guide. This will walk you through what it takes to get up and running. It'll remind you of all the items that we have been talking about. You will also find your free success blueprint to start your business plan and the 100 plus small businesses you can start today. And if you want even more, you will want to check out the advanced course, Starting a Local Small Business, over at tomadolearning.teachable.com. We'll include a link in here. So, what can you expect in this course? In the course, we will dive in deeper into all of the topics we have covered in this class. So, for example, what you can expect is we will take a closer look at what specifically you should research. Not only will we go into more depth on each of the items and the specific questions and areas you need to look into, there is a course workbook, a research workbook as well, that will allow you to capture all of the things you found in the business you are researching. We will talk in more depth about the differences between a success blueprint and a business plan and which one your business actually will need. We will dive in a little deeper into the legal stuff to get you up and running. We have a whole video just on the whole sole proprietor and LLC, for example. We will also spend some good quality time on what should be in your marketing plan and why. We have a whole section on branding and how it's so important and critical to your business, and we have several case studies to go along with that as well. We also dive in to some additional items that aren't covered at all in this course. For example, we will talk more about employees, and we actually have a whole section on hiring them, the onboarding process, the training, what plans you need to have, what do you have to have in place to have employees in your store, and basically everything in between. So from hiring to training them to them helping customers, we've got all kinds of good stuff in there. We will also dive in more into the financials. We'll talk about profits. We'll talk about bookkeeping. We will dive deep into driving sales, and we will talk about ways for you to drive sales. We will also talk more about making a connection between your gross margin and your profits and how to ensure that your sales are turning into profits. Believe it or not, there's a lot of people with some sales, but not much profits. So we want to make sure that you have the profits needed to support you and your family. So there's so much in this course that I highly recommend that if you are really serious about moving to the next step, this will be a great addition to you. So if you are looking for a little bit more meat on the bones and more items for you to dive into, to explore, to learn about opening up this new local small business, then I highly recommend this course for you. But there's more. There are a bunch of bonuses. Yes, 13 bonuses in all. You will have a course workbook, a research workbook, a sales projection sheet, a profitability module, a leadership module, margin tracker, free copy of my leadership book, and a bunch more. A lot of tools and resources to help get you up and running. And since you have watched all of the videos, I can tell you are still interested in starting a local small business. I want to encourage you to keep that ball rolling. So I'm offering a 25% discount on the course. Just enter SLSB, Start Local Small Business, so SLSB, into the discount box. Now you can find the course over at tamatalearning.teachable.com or in the link provided. Can you start your local small business without this course? Oh, absolutely. But if you want some more guidance on how to get there to ensure that you start out the gate hitting that ground running, then I recommend you go over and you check out the course. There's a few of the modules there that you can preview before you even purchase it. But either way, I know you're going to be successful. I just want to try to give you more tools. By the way, if you love podcasts, then check out our show over at localsmallbusinesscoach.com or on any podcast app like iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio. It's a show for local small business owners looking to increase their profits, boost their sales, improve processes, and developing their teams. Love to have you as a listener. We have 3 shows a week where we dive into topics a little bit deeper, and every Friday we're taking your questions on the show. So check it out. Once again, it's the Local Small Business Coach podcast. And for more resources on your new business, don't forget to check out trainingforlocalsmallbusinessowners.com. That is the next step. It's where once you've got a local small business, these tools and resources are to help you continue to grow your business. Once again, to increase those profits, boost those sales, improve those processes, and create stronger teams. And of course, since you are still starting to get going, don't forget startalocalsmallbusiness.com for more tools and resources to help you start that new business. Don't forget, check out the advanced course to get your 25% discount using the promo code SLSB. But more importantly, I want to wish you good luck, and I can't wait to be part of your journey.